In general, you should wash your hands, your feet, and your butt before you come to jiu-jitsu. And I'm sorry, Cooper, my hands are like ice right there. You're gonna feel the cold. Normally I warm them up.
Oh, yeah.
You feel that? Super cold. So chin strap, I'm making like a little pit for his chin. It's warm, so I'm gonna take my time and explain this slowly. From here, I keep my elbow back here, and I'm gonna use a little, like a key point or like a marker where I'm gonna put this ear to that far side shoulder. Here. Posture up, Coop. Right. It's not about putting my ear on his shoulder, it's about making sure that I'm hanging my weight on the top of his head. Because if I just stand here like this, posture up, yeah, and he gets here, he's gonna escape my guillotine. So just a marker for me is to chin strap, head over to the far side shoulder, and this just hangs all the weight on the back of his head. Very easy, very basic, but grossly underutilized in jiu-jitsu. Just boom, hang the weight, you're gonna feel way stronger than you actually are, right? Let's go. Start there, very easy. In here, but it's not the same as me going here, right? I'm like, he's gotta carry the weight. And I'm holding the chin, but I'm like Andrew said, can you lose the chin strap here, maybe? You know, it might go a little bit like deeper, you know, when I'm starting to hang that weight, starting to sag here, right here, but I'm still controlling the chin. You feel it, Coop?
Yep.
Can you posture?
No.
Zero chance, right? You can also do it, just drop your hand here and like forget the grip completely and just sag the weight here. Like it's really about putting the weight on that guy so that he can't posture up. Most of you are kind of here, and it feels real, but it feels different for him. Yeah, I mean, like against somebody bigger than you or stronger than you, they're gonna posture up. And if they posture up, in the guillotine, you're in a lot of trouble here. Ooh, ah. Right. So really emphasize hanging the weight over the edge. You can almost over exaggerate it because you're not gonna go too far. Here, all the way over, and then hang the weight. Make sense? A little bit more, a couple more. I know it feels weird. 1, 2. We're playing from here, and we've established that to control this guy, I just gotta bring my head across to the far side shoulder and just sort of hang my weight. So what we're gonna do next is gonna seem kind of sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna do it in a way that hopefully you guys learn 2 skills at once. So I'm gonna, what would be next, I'm gonna spike your head into the ground, just be prepared. So I'm gonna do like a side break fall from here, and you guys are gonna learn side break falls before we do this, but just to show you where we're going. So I'm gonna go here and just spike him down, catch him. First thing, I'm still holding on to the chin strap. You good there, Coop? Never better, right? I'm gonna slide my knee inside here and hook my foot to the hip and come over the top. This arm almost universally will come here. I'm gonna reach underneath, I'm gonna use it to pull up and get the finish. So that's where we're going with it. An arm in guillotine that's super easy and the grip doesn't matter. When I went to a seminar to learn this, man, it was like, I spent so much time worrying about how to grip the guillotine on this side, and the takeaway was, it doesn't matter. I hold the chin strap, and this, I can even just grab his arm and use that. I'm not crushing his trachea, and I'm not getting a blood choke. I'm just compressing his neck in a way that's like a garden hose is kind of just pinching. He's red. So that's our goal. But before we get to that, we're gonna start with the basic side break fall. So my hand and my foot are gonna like just move in sync. We could all do this together, it'll be weird. It's like, yeah, this is a weird class, man. Feet and hand just move together, right? And then the choke comes in. So I don't have to squeeze anything, there's no gripping or anything like that. If it hurts, tap soon. Like, there's no reason to be suffering through guillotines, right? Sometimes we'll do 100 of these and you don't want to like not enjoy your meals for the next week. So just tap, guy applying the choke, go nice and slow with it. Super slow so you don't jack your partner's throat up. Good?
Anything to watch out for as I'm dropping their head into the mat? No?
It's more on him. Like when you fall, just like, I mean, you're gonna be fine. I hope. You'll be fine. To be honest, it's kind of nice because like he is gonna get DDT'd into the floor a little bit. It's an old like wrestling thing. But my back is gonna cushion. You know what I mean? Like I hit kind of at the same time. His head hits it, but it's not hard, right?
No.
Not too hard. Look, it's a combat sport. You're gonna get a little bump on the noggin.
Would we want to do 100 of those?
No,
But
we're not gonna do 100.
10 is okay.
Do like a couple of the fall, because that's gonna like make sure that your weight is cast across the shoulder over here. That's still important. If you start doing it from here, it's gonna get weird. Now you're trying to force it, like, and you're gonna plant it on his face or his forehead. So it's still like to the side. Here. Then knee goes in, connect. And this leg comes over the top to stop him from jumping. We'll talk about all that stuff later, but again, pulling everything forward, very easy. Good, 1, 2. Right? Hold the arm, so his head is underneath his back. I want his head closer to his knees than over top of his back, if that makes sense. So when I pull him forward, see his head's completely buried underneath his chest. That's what's creating the constriction here. So, you like that one, Cooper? Mm-hmm. Here, his head is in line. The spine is straight. See the finish? It's really subtle. And then I pull him forward. And that'll give you the last little bit, but it's just rolling this underneath his soft palate and tucking my elbow at the same time, all in one motion.
Is it a choke or a trachea?
That was a joke. I felt the garden hose.
The garden hose, it's like kinking a garden hose. You're not blocking the arteries with your hands, and you're not crushing the trachea. You might touch the trachea a little bit, but you should be trying to just compress his neck so the hoses get kinked. Make sense?
Does it matter which one you use?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if I want to crush his trachea, it's a very different experience, but it's also a different grip. Right, like here, this is the grip I'm going to use to crush. You feel it, Coop? Mm-hmm. Right? Like from here now, I can just slam my elbow and then rip up, and that's going to crush the trachea and get a very aggressive tap. But if he's on bath salts, it's not going to put him out. I need him to go sleep. You know, that's my goal here. So this is a good way to do that. Assume everybody you're fighting is on meth or bath salts. Always. There's a good chance they are. So we're here, boom, we fall, DDT. I get my hips in place. If I don't throw this leg over, he has an easy time just hopping over. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, your arms.
Oh, he does. Hop over to the, yes, ooh, perfect. So that's like the traditional defense for a guillotine, hop back. Oh, he's so agile, this is great. I don't have to do any work. So if I throw this leg up, when he tries to hop over, it becomes a very difficult thing. If he can get his hips up in the air and just tripod on his feet, it's gonna be really hard for me to finish this guillotine. This is enough for him to defend. Now he's not escaping anything, but I try to hop over, Coop. Right? This hook is enough to keep him from hopping over if I need to. If I really want to get the finish, I can put my foot to the floor, hip escape, and I'm in a better position here. If I can't get the squeeze, he's gonna want to roll for sure to alleviate the pressure on his neck. Once he does that, I'm gonna trap my wrist on the back of his tricep. I'm gonna connect, I'm gonna walk through and all the way to my bicep here. I'm not squeezing anything, I'm just holding him here. Can you move your arm back, Cooper? We'll take that as a no. Alright, so we're here. I fall down. I like to hook this behind his hip as best I can and follow him. I can then use this foot to hit the floor and hip escape away. It's an easy thing for me to do to put him down into the Anaconda. From here, I hold the tricep, I connect, and I'm not gonna squeeze, I'm just gonna hold him here for a minute. Get your arm back, Cooper. There he goes. Let's do one to this side. You good?
Yep.
Love this, huh?
Yep.
Great hobby. Boom, hook it into the hip. If I wanna roll him over, if I wanna force the Anaconda, this foot, hip escape, and he goes. holding the tricep to the bicep, and I walk my feet towards his feet here. Just like so. Look at the angle of his neck. Can you all see his face? It's important you have a look at his face. Come have a look. See the angle of his neck though? That's important. Look at this. He's fine. He's not okay anymore. This is where he needs to be. Look at his neck. See it? It's important. Okay? And then when we lock, if I lock to his armpit, he's gonna escape. Yeah? Even little Cooper has got enough power to overpower me. Get your arm back. Right? I need to be here, not here. It's too many details for you. But it's important. Bend the neck, connect over the tricep. Good? All right, 1, 2.
Oh, I heard that.
That was a good one. You hear that?
Bad.
His head right into the toe. Jake the Snake Roberts. Paul might be the only guy in here who knows who that is.
Yeah,
And-
Damien's dinner time.
So I have this nice hook here.
Sure, guys.
When I need to sweep, he's gonna heist his hips up to protect himself from the initial guillotine. Cool. Hip escape. Hip escape. He goes down. I'm gonna hold the tricep here. Super important. Get your arm back, Cooper. Right, gotta be able to hold the tricep. If you're not strong enough to hold the tricep, there's a weight bench right over there. Figure it out. Get stronger. Here, as I turn through, connecting all the way to the back of my tricep. Now the finish, I'm gonna let it a little bit looser so Cooper doesn't die while I'm explaining the details here. My elbows are gonna come together, step 1. They're gonna go down to my hips. I'm gonna walk my hips this way, and I'm gonna tilt my head back. Okay? So I'm not like squeezing much beyond here. Then everything else I'm letting the rest of my body do. You can do it with a squeeze too. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I try not to squeeze in general. Ooh. Check your partner here. Pull your arm back. If he's way stronger than me, pull your arm back. Pulls me right into the mouth. So, you know, sometimes you don't have to be strong. But there is a weight bench over there. You should get strong. Here, hip escape, rolling. Connecting, get your arm back. Right, making sure that I'm placed on the right spot. From here, elbows together, elbows in, hips forward, head back. Make sense? All right, couple more of these. 1, 2. Here, he rolls over. I keep a hold of the grip. I'm going to give you 2 options. Number 1 is just simply he's stronger than me and he's going to retract this arm. As he retracts the arm, I'm going to use it to pull myself up on top, still have the chin strap grip. I'm going to keep my head down and I'm going to circle to this side over here. Oh God. And get a mounted guillotine. That is very real. So I recommend you practice this one and not the next one I'm going to show you, which is mostly hot garbage. I want the Anaconda, but he's strong. He pulls his arm back. I catch it right up. I keep the chin strap grip. I'm going to put my hand flat on my chest here. I'm going to walk to the side. So I'm not lifting up. I used to try to finish this like this all the time, thinking this is how to do it. It's way better just going to the side. Keeping my head down, everything down. Also harder for him to escape. One more time, just for fun. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ooh. Ninja sounds are optional. All right. If you already know that one and you want to play with something that's kind of funky, you can go here, passing this arm, and run this way, throwing this leg over, catching, swing to the back.
That is ninja moves.
All right, 1, 2.